Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm here to give out a message that is very, very important, though being ignored by this generation. Marriage has been a very big problem in this world now. The way marriages are going on nowadays is not good at all. So I hereby call upon elders and ministers of every denominations to begin to do more about marriages. Let us try to return marriage back to the way it was in the ancient time when it suits the ordinances of the Most High Yah. If not, marriage shall totally fall in the hands of government when the government will completely ruin our family by telling us who to marry, how to interact with our partners, how to lay on them, how to deal with them, how many children you are to kill through abortion, and how many you are to live to stay alive. My dear brethren, elders and fellow ministers around the world, let us hereby begin to act fast to start teaching people about marriages, how marriage is supposed to be, how marriages are in the ancient time, so that unity, love, harmony, peace shall be restored into our various homes and families. Hallelujah. Presently, we can see how stubborn and naughty our children are becoming. Our parents have lost control over their children because government have given the children authority to call police on their parents. Now, parents can no longer discipline their children, and our families are tearing apart every day. So I hereby call upon our parents, our elders, our ministers around the world to bring back matchmaking in marriages. Let us restore back matchmaking in marriages. Okay. Number two, we need to tell our youth and children who the true strange partners or pagan or Gentile spouses are. Okay. A strange woman or a strange man or a Gentile woman or a Gentile man or a pagan woman or a pagan man is not about complexion. It's not about races. So we need to let them know a Gentile is someone who doesn't believe in the Most High, who doesn't worship the Most High. A Gentile is not a white or black person or red or brown person. No. A Gentile can be anybody. So whoever that doesn't believe in the Most High, doesn't worship the Most High, that person is a Gentile. You don't need to associate marriage with that kind of person. We need to let our youth know how bad is fornication and how fornication can ruin our marriages. Fornications have done a lot blunder, destruction, and causes and problems to our marriages. We need to let our youth know that so that they will begin now to abstain from fornication. We need to tell our adults how adultery and fornication can destroy their marriages and their homes. Yes, adultery and fornication have been destroying a lot of homes, a lot of marriages and relationships. Let us teach our people all these things. Maybe they have forgotten, maybe they don't know, but they need to know. We need to wake them up. We need to let them know again that all these things are posing dangers to our marriages and to our families. We need to tell our family members how sexual perversion can bring curses unto humanity. Sexual perversion, homosexual, lesbianism, rape, and human being having sexual intercourse with animals. All these things are bringing curses unto humanity and making our world a miserable place to be. We need to let our people know so that they can stop that. Abstain from sexual perversion. Let us tell our children the risk of marriage, of the risk of marrying a pagan or a Gentile. We need to let our children to know the risk of marrying a pagan or a Gentile. A pagan or a Gentile, I repeat it once again, they are not something, it doesn't have something to do with complexion. It doesn't have something to do with races. When you're getting married to a criminal, you know that this person is a criminal. That criminal is a Gentile, no matter who he or she is. You are about to get married and you realize that your partner is a scammer or an armed robber or a pervert or a murderer. They are pagans. They are strange people. You don't need to get married with those kind of people. So I'm calling upon elders around the world and ministers around the world. Let us begin to teach our children, our youths, our adults, the truth about paganism, who are Gentiles, who are pagans, who are strange people, and not initiating the causes of racism in them. We need to bring back the fear of the Most High in our families. Let your children know that the creator of heaven and earth, who created us in his own image, deserves our fear, our honor, our reverence, our worship. Because that is when they will begin to keep the commandment of the Most High in their families. And we will be at peace. Our families will be at peace. If we don't teach our family members how to fear the Most High, there will be no good rule or leadership in our families. Because the commandment of the Most High from Genesis to Revelation can make a peaceful home, can make peace reign in our lives, can make peace reign in our family. Hallelujah. We need to let our youth and children to know that sexual intercourse or sexual practices are far more different from the true love. True love is different from sexual immoralities. True love is different from sexual intercourse or practices. We need to let them know that. True love exists, yes, there is true love on earth. But sexual immorality have spoiled a lot of things, and it looks as if there is no more love. There is no more true love. People are afraid of getting married nowadays. Why? Because of sexual immoralities. We need to let our children to know all that. Let them know it. Let them grow with that truth, so that we will return marriage back to how it used to be before. Marriages are supposed to return back and be aligned with the ordinances and the laws of the Most High, and not how we are building it to be a government property. We are now making marriages to be a government property, that the government will now look and say, okay, this is how you people are going to marry. This is how you people are going to live your lives. And that will be a total mess. We should tell our youth that a girl is not supposed to live with a boy unmarried. A girl or a boy, you are not supposed to be living with a boy unmarried. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of youth and matured people around the world living with their boyfriends or their girlfriends in the same house, in the same room, in the same house for years without marriage. They are having all kinds of sexual practices without marriage. That is bullshit. You are destroying your home and your future coming offspring. We need people to know that. Hallelujah. We need to let our young men know that in marriage they are like fathers. They are the father of the home in marriages. They are not army commanders. Because marriage is not where we exercise power. Marriage must be handled with love, caring, tolerance, kindness, honesty, loyalty, etc., etc. Marriage is not army barrack where the commander general has the final say. No, our marriages must be handled with love, caring, sense of humor, honesty, etc. Hallelujah. I think if we begin to return all these things back to our homes,